All right, guys, let's look at another test that we can do to make sure that we have good connection to our Ashi Garami. So everything that or the previous one that we saw, our training partner was kneeling, and we were looking to move horizontally across the mat. Now let's look at a vertical connection test. So let's look at a situation where my training partner starts on his knee, and we're locked in here. And again, this is an artificial drill, but it's very, very simple, and there's definitely crossover to a live setting. So again, without the use of my hands, okay, obviously your hands are always going to be incorporated when you're live and you're actually going for attacks. But without the use of my hands, I want to think about all of the things that we discussed, right? A good back heel, okay, a good flare of the knee, the elevation of our hips, okay, and we're locked in here like so. And now my training partner is just going to go from kneeling to standing. And what should happen is that your low back, okay, and hips should come off the floor. So pretty much just your upper back and shoulders should be on the mat. Okay, and you should still be able to maintain that close set of wedging around your training partner's leg, your knee well above, your knee line well above your training partner's knee, and good proximity between your hips and your opponent's hips. It's never going to be as close as if you guys were both in a double seated position, but you're still there's not going to be any disruption, okay, of this leg entanglement. So if your training partner is down, okay, and the real key here to maintaining that the hips are high is going to be the use of this outside leg, right? This back heel here. Because if I do everything right, even if I pinch my two knees together, but there's no back heel tension, when he goes to stand up, my knees are pinched fairly strongly here, but there's no back heel tension. So my hips never come off the floor. Okay. And now from here, it's so easy for him to just push on my legs, start separating, okay, start turning out, start backstepping, etc. So if you notice, again, even just with the back heel, okay, without the use of this leg, I'm not even going to close a circle. When he goes to stand up, my hips will follow, okay? Now, obviously, this isn't ideal, right? This is just an artificial demonstration, but you can see that this back heel versus no back heel is what keeps my hips off the floor, okay? So what we're looking to attain here is if we switch legs now, you're going to want to practice it on both legs, obviously. What we're looking to attain here is that when we get into this position, again, his knee is well within my knee line. My hips are as close as possible to his hips. And again, the back heel is what's going to facilitate our hips coming up and off the floor. We connect our knee and our heel. We flare that inside leg out. And now from here, where your training partner goes from kneeling to standing, you're still going to have good connection, okay, of your Ashi Garami. And this is what's going to allow for you to create off balances and for you to go into different transitions, okay, that we'll look at later on. Okay, so really, really basic. Again, just an artificial drill, but this time a connection test from kneeling, okay, to standing.